TXK for the PlayStation Vita is an absolutely addicting tempo shooter where you aim for the high score through 100 stages. It's fun, challenging, and addicting. TXK wins most addicting game and underrated game of the year. PT, aka Silent Hills. It may not be a full game, but it's definitely left an impression on me and many other players. It is genuinely terrifying and creepy as you solve cryptic puzzles to get out of this maze in the hallway. PT wins for Best Horror Game of the Year. The Evil Within. It may not be as scary as PT, but the game design is well put. The game requires you to think before you act to make the best out of your supplies. The design and the premise of the game makes for some tense gameplay, but also makes you feel accomplished when you accomplish these tense moments. The Evil Within wins for Best Game Design. Destiny was met with mixed feelings and criticism, but at its core, it's a solid first-person shooter that is great to play with friends. Destiny wins Best Multiplayer, Best Co-op, and Best First-Person Shooter of the Year. Little Big Planet 3 has some pretty bad bugs, but it's still the same Little Big Planet game we all know and love, with some great new additions to the game that really flesh out the experience. The new features add a larger layer of depth to level creation and replayability. Little Big Planet 3 wins Best Game with replay value. Infamous Second Son was the game that made me buy a PS4, and so did many others. While it's not necessarily as ambitious compared to the first two Infamous games in terms of story, it is definitely the most fun and beautiful game to play. Infamous wins the Best Action Adventure, Best Soundtrack, and Best PS4 Game of the Year. Freedom Wars was a star for the PS Vita this year, with epic boss battles, variety of customizables, and lots to replay. Freedom Wars was a nice treat for Vita gamers. Freedom Wars wins the Best PlayStation Vita game. The Last of Us Left Behind. Again, this may not be a full game, but it deserves a spot as it really fleshes out Ellie's character and is able to tell a wonderful story that brings new gameplay elements. Left Behind wins Best Acting Performances, Best DLC, and Best Graphics on the PS4. Telltale's Walking Dead Season 2 has you playing as Clementine as you go through her struggles and her journey in this episodic adventure. Walking Dead is able to add to the fire of what Season 1 brought to the table and was able to tell a deep and dark story. Walking Dead wins Best Story, Best Female Character, Best Dev Team of the Year Telltale for making other great games throughout the year. Some quick honorable mentions. Murasaki Baby for the PS Vita wins Best Art Style and Most Unique Game of the Year. Grand Theft Auto 5 for the PS4 and Xbox One wins Best HD Remastered for its awesome first person mode. And Velocity 2X wins Best Indie Game of the Year. South Park The Stick of Truth was the most fun I had in the game all year. It's absolutely funny. The voice acting is superb and the ideas here are so absurd yet hilarious. It's amazing how the creators are able to keep things fresh. So with that said, the game is very creative. It looks good, plays well, and the story is so much fun. South Park The Stick of Truth wins Best Voice Acting, Most Creative Game, and Game of the Year.